Something about Henry Creel and about Vecna has never made sense. He can slaughter a room full of people, crawl inside minds, twist bones, and reshape reality. But when it comes to that cave in the Upside Down, he won't go near it. He avoids it. He circles around it. He sends creatures toward it, but he doesn't enter it himself. And once you see why, it changes everything we think we know about the Upside Down. And why Season 5 might be a lot darker than we expect. Let's start with the obvious question. Why would someone as powerful as Vecna avoid a simple cave? This is the same Henry who massacred Hawkins' lab. The same Henry who manipulated Will, created the hive mind, and shaped the Mind Flayer out of raw particles. He doesn't fear people. He doesn't fear pain. He doesn't fear death. But that cave? Something about it is different. In Season 4, we see something important. Every creature in the Upside Down responds to Vecna Nakinan. The vines, the bats, the spores in the air. They form a network, a hive mind. Everything is connected, except the cave. When the characters enter the cave system, the vines don't react the same way. The environment feels disconnected, almost dead. It's like the hive mind weakens inside that space. So here's the disturbing theory. The cave is older than Vecna. Much older. And whatever created the Upside Down, the original force behind everything, still lives inside that cave. And Henry knows it. Think about this for a second. The Upside Down didn't look like Hawkins until Henry arrived. Before he shaped it to match the real world, the dimension was chaotic, storming, wild, and full of formless matter. Henry didn't create the Upside Down. Something else did. And that cave? It might be the original heart of the Upside Down, a place even Vecna can't control. Now here's where things get creepy. Remember how Will describes the Mind Flayer shadow particles? Cold, conscious. Like it has a will of its own. That's before Henry even turns the Mind Flayer into his puppet. Meaning the Upside Down itself already had an intelligence, a presence. Some fans call it the source. Others call it the origin. But whatever it is, Henry didn't destroy it. He just learned how to manipulate it. But the cave? You can't manipulate something that's stronger than you. There are clues all across the show hinting that the Upside Down might have root points, anchor locations where the dimension is most powerful. The Creel house is one, the Buyer's shed is another, but the caves, underground, hidden, untouched, might be where the Upside Down's original consciousness still sleeps, and Henry knows entering that space could destroy him. Here's another connection people miss. When Henry becomes Vecna, his powers come from merging with the particles that form the Mind Flayer. He reshapes them, commands them, uses them. But if there's a part of the Upside Down he didn't merge with, a part he can't merge with, that would be his one blind spot. Imagine a dimension where 99% of the power bends to your will, but 1% does not. 1% remains wild, ancient, uncontrollable, and that 1% lives in the cave. There's also the symbolism. The cave is dark, silent, and naturally fortified. Vecna's entire identity is built on domination and control. Walking into the one place in the Upside Down where he isn't in control? That's a threat to his existence. Now combine that with how Season 5 is being teased as dealing with the origin of the Upside Down. If the show is finally revealing where the Upside Down came from, the cave is the perfect place to do it. And here's the real twist. What if the reason Henry can't enter the cave is because something in there created him? Not literally his body, but his transformation. The particles didn't just give Henry power, they changed him. They infected him. They connected him to the dimension's consciousness. What if the cave is the one place where the original consciousness of the true owner of the Upside Down still exists in its pure, untouched form? And if Henry enters, that consciousness could overwrite his, erase him, reclaim what he stole. That would explain why he sends others, why he never steps foot inside, why the area feels different, and why the final battle of Season 5 might take place there. Because if the cave is the last piece of the Upside Down Henry can't control, and Eleven learns it's the one place he can't follow her, that's the battleground. That's where the real villain of the Upside Down reveals itself. That's where Henry finally loses control, and that's why he can't enter the cave.